What's up everyone on the Shuffle Squad, this is SmartTCG and today I'm going to be going over my Hisuian Zoroark deck profile and gameplay. Now, Hisuian Zoroark is one of the most hyped up decks to come out of the brand new set Lost Origins, and I'm super excited to show you my list and show you exactly how strong this deck is. Now, just some little things that you can use to save yourself some cash. You can use code TSS12 to save 12% off any orders on AtlasTCG. The link will be in the description. And also you can use code TSS5 to save 5% off on the website. If you're looking for codes or anything like that, PTCGO Store is the place to go. We also have a brand new Patreon as well, where we are posting tons of new content. Make sure to go check that out. All that will be in the description. All right, let's get into the video. Alrighty, Shuffle Squad, hopping into the deck profile, we have Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR. As I said, one of the most hyped up cards to come out of the brand new set Lost Origins. It has that ticking curse attack. This attack does 50 damage for each of your Pokemon that have any damage counters on it. Phantom Star is a fantastic V-Star power where you just get to discard your hand and draw 7 cards. So paired up with things like Professor's Research, you could be drawing 14 cards per turn at the minimum. And there's other cards in this deck that are going to allow us to draw even more in one turn, which just shows that this deck has tons of potential when it comes to just being able to burn through the deck, just turbo through and find all the cards that you need to be successful. Ticking Curse is going to be the main attack in this deck, where we just continuously get tons of damage counters on the field to be able to hit massive numbers. If we get every Pokemon with damage counters, we can pretty much one-shot anything in the standard format, making Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR one of the most powerful attackers in the game. 270 HP, pretty average there as well. Should be able to take at least one hit for the majority of Pokemon. Fantastic VSTAR. Let's take a look at the rest of the list here. All right, so this is the rest of the list. I'm going to go over, some of the important cards. We have the Bibarel line for that consistency. We have Dunsparce and Manaphy as kind of our tech cards. We have Dunsparce to help against those random fighting types. Manaphy is really good versus Gmax Rapid Flow, and also, things like the Shuriken on the Radiant Greninja as well. That is very important to stop, so that's why Manaphy is there. We have Crobat with that Dark Acid ability for consistency, Diancie to protect our Pokemon for a turn from things like Boss's Orders, and we have one of the brand new cards, Gengar, with that Netherworld Gate. Once your turn, this Pokemon is in your discard pile, maybe put it onto your bench. If you do, put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon. We have Screaming Circle as well. Put two damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each of your benched Pokemon on your opponent's side of the field. So what this means is that if your opponent has 5 Pokemon, you put 100 damage on to the active, which is pretty cool. So for 1 energy, this attack could be pretty scary or not necessarily the most useful, which is why we don't play too many Psychic Energies, just because Screaming Circle is not going to come up all the time. So it's mainly just going to be here for that Netherworld Gate. Moving on to some of the trainer cards that are important to go over, we got the 4 Damage Pump, a brand new card here from the Lost Origin set. Move it to 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in any way you like. Very strong. So Gengar puts 3, not 2, which means that we're always going to have 1 extra damage counter to move around with Damage Pump, which is why Damage Pump is so useful. We can move that extra damage counter off the Gengars and put them on other things to power up Ticking Curses. We got 4 our consistency search cards. We got the 4 Quick Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 3 Evolution Incense, Pal Pad to get back those supporters. 1 switch for Gapejaw Bog. Whenever a player puts a basic Pokemon from their hand onto their bench, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Notice the trend of this deck. We're trying to do everything we can to get damage counters on our Pokemon, and also this can hit on them as well, which could weaken their Pokemon for our Ticking Curse to take knockouts. We got 3 Boss's Orders, 3 Marnie, 4 Research for kind of our standard supporters. We have 1 Cyllene. Cyllene is great in this deck because oftentimes you're discarding a lot of cards with things like Quick Balls, like Ultra Balls, like Researches, and like Phantom Star as well. We're going to be discarding a lot of things, which means that sometimes Cyllene will come up as a nice way to get back some extra resources. We have the 2 Air Balloon, 2 Choice Belt for those tool cards, and then rounding out the list, we have 4 Double Turbo Energy, 2 Psychic. All right, this is the list as of right now. I've been having so much fun with it, and I really enjoy this deck. All right, let's hop into some games and show off how powerful this deck is. Alrighty, hopping into the game here. Got ourselves a Diancie start along with a pretty rough hand here for the most part. We got the 2 Zoroark at the very least. And ooh, we got ourselves a top deck of a Gengar. So the good thing here though is that we're going against the Urshifu deck. The good thing is that we do have that Phantom Star, which is really, really important. So we will actually be able to get out of this hand here. Phantom Star just allows you to discard your hand, draw 7 cards. So this will be our out in this pretty rough situation here with this hand, and maybe we'll be able to get ourselves out of it really quickly. So we're going up against Rapidash Urshifu, which is yet another reason why we play something like the Dunsparce. Rapidash Urshifu is a deck that, you know, we're kind of expecting to come back in some way, which is why I really like the Dunsparce, just because like the Lost Zone engine can also help this card. Thornton as well will just naturally create some really cool plays. All right, there is the Sobble. Cool. And yeah, I'm curious if we'll just see the strafe into the Sobble. I would not be surprised. So yeah, our start's going to be kind of determined on how good this Phantom Star is. I mean, we could just pop off here, but that is definitely in question. So all right, yep, and they're just going to strafe. I really hope they leave this in the active here, but I don't think they would. I definitely expect them to go in the Sobble, but you never know, maybe they choose not to. So it looks like they're considering it. I think that they're mulling through the options here of whether or not it is worth it to go into the Sobble, and they decide to go into the Sobble. All right, so we do top deck the switch, which is absolutely fantastic. We can switch into the Diancie, evolve into the Zoroark. We're going to use our Netherworld Gate. Perfect. We'll go here, get that 3 damage counters. I'm going to move one of them onto the active here, and then I'm going to use Phantom Star to discard and draw 7 new cards. Looking for boss's orders, looking for some other things as well. Would be great just to take the knockout on the Urshifu, but we did not find that, and that's okay because our start still is pretty respectable for the most part. I think we kind of got everything that we could have asked for. We got the Hisuian Zoroark number 2 down, and now we're just kind of trying to hunt down a Dunsparce. I think that's pretty much all we're looking for now. So let's go Gengar. Let's go here as well for turn. We can put down the Gapejaw Bog as well, and then let's use our research. Looking for that quick ball or some way to get the Dunsparce, and looks like, lo and behold, we were able to get that. Fantastic. Okay, so let's use our quick ball here. We could get rid of the Marnie. Probably don't want to do that. Probably want to get rid of the quick ball here, actually. So yeah, or the Ultra Ball here. So yeah, let's get rid of the Ultra Ball with the quick ball. Let's grab ourselves that Dunsparce, put that down, and then we'll be able to use our, we could just use another Netherworld Gate here. That doesn't seem too bad, but I guess we don't really need to do it right now. So let's just hit him with that ticking curse. I could also Pal Pad as well. I think we'll also Pal Pad just in case they do Marnie. I would like Cyllene and Professor's Research back in the deck here. So let's go turn 2 ticking curse, doing a pretty respectable 180 damage, taking that knockout. And we got the Dunsparce as well, which is what we were trying to get onto the field this turn. So that feels really good, and we're looking okay, because if they go into something like the Rapidash Urshifu VMAX, take the knockout here on the Dunsparce, there is a potential that we could actually get the knockout with this bench Zoroark. We would need all 5 things with damage, or actually all 6 things with damage counters, and then we'd need Choice Belt and our second psychic energy to be able to get that knockout. So it's not guaranteed that we'll be able to get the knockout, but there is a relatively good chance that we could potentially do that. So we'll see. Here comes the Professor's Research coming out here, going to be able to discard and draw 7 new cards. See if there's anything interesting in here. Nope, just the Lumineon. There is the Ice Rider as well. Yeah, so going against Rapidash Urshifu and Teleon Ice Rider. Pretty cool deck here, actually. But yeah, the question is do they have something like that? Rapidash Urshifu VMAX, because if they do, then they'll definitely knock out the Dunsparce, and probably the Diancie as well, or just hitting into the Zoroark. Definitely seems like some things that they could do. Training Court coming down here. That's okay. We have another Gapejaw Bog as well, so we'll see what they actually are able to accomplish here. Choice Belt goes down onto the Ice Rider, and there is another Energy Search. All right, so getting themselves a Water Energy here. Just kind of preparing that Ice Rider, I bet. Yeah, and there's just 100 Furious Blows for 150. That's not going to be enough for the knockout. That's great. And we top decked the Damage Pump. Fantastic. All right, so I think what we're going to do is let's go Choice Belts here, Gapejaw, and then I think we could Damage Pump 1 onto the Zoroark. That seems fine. Let's go one onto the Zoroark. And then we can Marnie. So we're doing 50, 100, 150, 200. Yeah, so we're looking pretty okay here. Let's go Marnie here. We don't need to put down that Choice Belt because we always have knockout no matter what, actually, because we can always just use the Gengar, or we could always just get down the Bidoof, which is what we were looking for. Gonna put that 20 damage there. And now we also have the second Psychic, which is huge here because we'll be able to take that knockout on this Ice Rider Calyrex the next turn, which is great. Ticking Curse is going to be able to take that knockout, doing 280 damage super quickly. Just so much pressure we're putting on our opponent, and we are just off to the races here. The deck is feeling absolutely fantastic. Ticking Curse taking that knockout, and the question is exactly what could they even do here? If they go in with something like the Ice Rider, we're just going to knock that out in one shot. I don't think there's really anything that they can do because we're hitting for 330 damage with that Zoroark, which is just ridiculous. So there's the Evolution Incense. Here comes that Ice Rider Calyrex or that Drizzile, either or, gonna be coming up here. There is the Drizzile, yep, and they send the Heartbreak emote there. I think they realize that my Pokemon are just doing so much damage right now that it's gonna be incredibly hard for them to come back in this situation. So here comes the Drizzile. I'm curious to see what they're getting. Oh, they're getting themselves a Quick Ball. All right, so yeah, we'll definitely be looking to close up this game with something like our boss's orders. There's a Quick Ball. Going to be getting rid of the Quick Ball here. I'm curious to maybe another Sobble. Oh, getting Rapid Strike Urshifu, which is also something we can one-shot, which is just crazy to say. We do have the capabilities of just one-shotting this Urshifu, which is really, really cool. There is the pass there, so it looks like they got nothing else. We're just simply going to, let's Quick Ball away the Air Balloon. Let's just thin that out of... we can burn the Quick Ball here. I think we grab ourselves a Bidoof or another Zoroark. It doesn't really matter. They're probably going to Rapid Flow if they have the opportunity to. So I guess it doesn't actually matter here. Let's just use Ticking Curse, taking that knockout. And the clock has started ticking because now they have to attack with one of their big Pokemon most likely, and we'll just be able to take that one shot with our bench Zoroark. So they're gonna need something like a Raihan, something like a Melanie. Just our deck didn't really give them the opportunity to set up. Yes, they missed the Urshifu. That was a big miss, but still, they just didn't have a lot of opportunities to get going. There comes the Raihan. We will see that Rapid Strike Urshifu on the way here for sure. The sign of them promoting the Urshifu is a sign that there is a Rapid Fu here and ready to tango to take that knockout. Here comes the Gmax Rapid Flow. Gotta assume it's going to be the Bidoof and oh, the Dunsparce. All right, that makes sense here. But that does mean that I think we'll just be able to take this knockout here. We can promote the Hisuian Zoroark here. We can then bench our Crobat and we'll be able to simply just win the game here. Let's use our Gengar Netherworld Gate, getting 2 damage counters onto it, and then we can just Crobat draw 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things with damage counters. Ticking Curse doing 330 damage, taking the knockout on that Rapid Strike Urshifu. We had the boss's orders anyways, but wanted to take that knockout on that VMAX. That was the very first game. Absolutely dominating performance by our deck. Let's get into one more and finish it off strong. Alrighty, so hopping into our next game here. Going up against some type of water deck here. Not entirely sure what we're playing up against. This should be pretty interesting here. The good thing is, though, is we have a really, really nice start. Let's use our Quick Ball. Let's get rid of the... we can probably get rid of this boss's orders here. That seems pretty okay. We have the Gapejaw Bog as well, which is really nice. Have Damage Pump too. So, yeah, looking pretty good here, that's for sure. Let's grab ourselves the maybe still something like the Diancie potentially, or just another Hisuian Zoroark. That also seems fine, just getting ourselves another Hisuian Zoroark here. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's Gapejaw as well. Put this one down. This one will take the damage. That's fine. And then I think that we can just pass it off to them. I don't really think there's anything else that we can, like, we actually need to do. So we have the Zoroark. We also have the Evolution Incense as well, which just kind of is a great, like, hand, like, our hand is fantastic. So we'll be able to get the Zoroark, be able to draw 7 cards. We have the Bibarel draw up to 5 cards. So you guys are starting to now kind of see like how consistent this deck really can be, and just the amount of raw draw power that this deck can produce is ridiculous. So here comes the Ultra Ball. Yeah, so I guess we're going up against some type of Darmanitan VMAX type deck. There's got to be some, there's got to be some interesting strategy. So there is the Wishy-Washy here with that group power. This Pokemon has 3 or more water energy attached. It gets 150 plus HP. So that's 180. That's a lot. And then Schooling Shot is, this attack does 30 more damage for each basic energy attached to this Pokemon. Pretty cool. Here comes Snom, and there is the pass. All right, so they got themselves a relatively okay setup here. We're going to go into that Zoroark. We'll attach the energy as well. We can attach Choice Belt too, and then let's use our Evolution Incense, grabbing ourselves that Bibarel. Let's get that out here. We can Damage Pump, moving 1 onto the Bibarel. Let's just go 1 there, and then let's use our Industrious Scissors here. I'm gonna draw up here. Let's see what we get. All right. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We can Ultra Ball, discarding the Gapejaw Bog and that as well. Let's grab ourselves. Let's have a good deck. All right, let's get ourselves the Zoroark, or none of the Zoroark. Let's get ourselves another Let's get ourselves a Diancie here. Let's bench that. We'll take the 20 damage. That's fine and dandy. We can then use our Pal Pad to put back these 2. And then there actually is argument to potentially just use Phantom Star and dig for a boss's orders. I'm not really against that, to be quite honest with you. The more I think about it, I think this might just be better. Yeah, let's go Phantom Star. Let's see if we can get ourselves a boss's orders and a switch to be able to take that knockout. And it looks like we did unfortunately miss. Damn, so close. So we're gonna evolve. That's okay though. I mean, our start is still really nice. Let's quick ball away the Gengar. Let's grab ourselves a potentially another Zoroark. That seems fine. Yeah, let's get her. Or actually, I think we'll get us with the Manaphy, because the Galarian Darmanitan actually does spread damage onto the bench, I think. So let's put this down here. That's fine. And then we can just pass it off to them. So unfortunately, actually, our miss there kind of gave us a little bit of a rough hand. So definitely not looking too amazing, but hopefully we're able to rebound and take this next knockout pretty easily. There are the 2 water energies as well. Here comes the Ice Dance, dancing around, getting that Darmanitan all ready to go. But the question is will they be able to move this Wishy-Washy? I think that's the problem. And yeah, looks like they're not able to. So that is important. So it looks like they were not able to move it, which does mean I can use my Netherworld Gate. Let's go here. Getting that 30 damage on that. Quick ball away the Dunsparce, and then we'll be able to use Industrious Incisors here, or Incisors, to be able to get the knockout. Honestly, which one is it? Incisors or Incisors? That's kind of the debate, because everyone has their own opinion on it. People like to call it all different types of things. But anyways, let's go switch into the Hisuian Zoroark, and then we can use our Ticking Curse for the knockout here. Gonna be able to do 230 damage. Really, really strong here, putting tons of pressure on them. The question is, are they going to be able to get anything here? There comes up the Frostmoth, and the question is were they able to top deck something? There is another water energy. Doesn't look like they have much, but they're going to be going into that Galarian Darmanitan here. Does this thing even do enough? Nope. It can use Frozen Headbutt or Frozen Slice. Here comes Marnie as well. Going to be able to shuffle up the deck, force me into a 4-card hand. They now have a 5-card hand. Here comes Choice Belt. There comes the Quick Ball as well. I wonder if they do play something like Crobat here. Oh, they got Cricketune. All right, Cricketune indeed. So here comes Cricket. There comes another Quick Ball as well. So they're going to be able to thin out the hand here. And I wonder what else they're going to grab. Maybe they grab Crobat here. Like if they played, I would not be surprised, because they have to hit the VMAX. Like they just kind of need to. So we'll see exactly what they do. There's the Galarian Darmanitan. Okay, so they're getting themselves a second Galarian Darmanitan, which definitely makes sense here. And then, yep, they take the 20, they take the 20, that's fine. And then they'll be able to use that Tempting Tune, or Exciting Stage, actually. Not Tempting Tune, Exciting Stage. This one's a little bit different. There's the Ultra Ball. All right, so here comes the VMAX, the big dude. The Galarian Darmanitan VMAX is here, ready to tango, and there's Max Whiteout. Now, this would normally do 30 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, but in this situation, the Manaphy has protected us, so that's pretty cool. All right, so at this point here, I'm looking to be in a really good spot. Let's go here. Let's go here, and then I could Damage Pump as well, but I don't really know if there's a reason to. Let's just thin this out, and then let's Bibarel. Drawing 3 cards. I want to save the damage pump. There is a Marnie. I could just knock this out and cut their consistency line entirely, which doesn't seem terrible, and just leave them with a dead hand. I think that's probably what we want to do here. That seems okay. Yeah, so let's go boss's orders, and then we can just take this knockout nice and easy. Yes, we do know we are going to get knocked out, and we're not going to have any damage on it, but that's fine, because then that just leaves us a boss's orders at any point in the game away from being able to win. So we're looking really, really good here. We leave them now with a dead hand, unless they top deck obviously out of it. So taking down their consistency there is really important. There comes the max whiteout. Yep, just doing 230 damage. All right. So let's promote the Zoroark here. Let's go attach, and then let's use the Marnie. All right. So all we need is another Zoroark. That's kind of what we're looking for. And yeah, so we did get it. That's what you love to see here. All of our things have damage on it as well. So we're actually pretty close to getting the knockout. The problem is double turbo energy reduces our damage. So we're not going to be able to get a one-shot, unfortunately, this turn, but that's okay. We'll be able to do it next turn. We'll take the 20 damage. That's fine. Let's use Industrious Incisors. Drawing up here. And then let's just use our Ticking Curse. I do need one more double turbo energy to finish off this game, so I don't have it just yet next turn, but we're putting on a lot of pressure here and setting ourselves up for success. So we're looking good. We're looking good. So that's what matters. Here comes the Capacious Bucket as well. So going to be able to get a couple water energies up, 1 and 2. All right. There's Ordinary Rod as well. Maybe Darmanitan's good this set. There might be something new from the Lost Origins set that actually makes this deck viable. I'm really not sure. So all right, let's see what they're able to grab. I don't know what they can really do here, because like they can't really attack me. I feel like if they attack me, it's like really rough. So we'll see, because like I think they have to go in with the other Darmanitan, or just the Wishy-Washy. They might just actually go in with the Wishy-Washy here, which is quite respectable. I mean, I definitely would understand why they make this play. So yeah, they're definitely going with in with the Wishy-Washy here. Okay, so Wishy-Washy is here, and there is the Trekking Shoes. So Schooling Shot's gonna be able to do 60, 90, 120 right now, so it's pretty good actually. So we'll see what they have. There's another Capacious Bucket. All right, so gonna be able to now power up the probably the Darmanitan V on the bench. I don't think they want to power up the V Max, right? Yeah, so they're powering that up there. And here's the Schooling Shot, gonna be able to do 120, which does mean that if we get ourselves a boss's orders, we will be able to win the game. So let's go Evolution Incense. Let's grab ourselves that next V-Star. We have boss's orders in the deck, which does mean that we'll be able to win the game this coming up turn if we are able to find it. Let's use Bibarel, drawing 1 card here. What's the 1 card? It is the Choice Belt. All right, that's pretty good. We can then research here as well. And this does mean if we just find ourselves the other double turbo, we should just be able to take the knockout pretty easily next turn on this, actually, because it did take the 20 damage. So Gapejaw helping out here, allowing us to just one-shot that Galarian Darmanitan. Yep, there's the other energy, which does mean that we'll be able to knock out anything. If this does become a VMAX and were to attack this turn, we would just be able to take the knockout with that Ticking Curse. There's a concession. Just looks like they weren't able to get anything going. So that is Zoroark. Like that matchup, they didn't set up incredibly well, but you know what's more important is just showing off how our deck set up and how well it actually, it just flowed beautifully. So with that being said, thank you all for watching this video on the Shuffle Squad. If you guys want to save some money, make sure to go onto Atlas Collectibles, use TSS 12, get yourself 12% off. There's no other code that saves you that much, so make sure to head over to Atlas and check that out. Use code TSS5 to save 5% off on PTCGO Store. We also got other things like Pokemon crosswords and all those awesome, super cool things like our Patreon as well. Make sure to go check all those out. They're going to be in the description. But let us know what you think on Zoroark. Like, do you think it's for real? Do you think it's a fluke? But with that being said, thank you all for the support as always. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let us know what you think as well, and we'll make sure to get back to you. All right, this is SmartTCG from the Shuffle Squad. I appreciate it, and I'll speak with you again soon. Peace out.
The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Atlas Collectibles, the best place to buy any trading card game product online. Visit AtlasTCG.com, and at the checkout screen, make sure to use code TSS12 to save an unbeatable 12% off your entire order. Atlas Collectibles will ship your product anywhere in the world, so make sure you're taking advantage of the 12% savings with TSS 12. And if Pokemon is not your thing, don't worry. Go to AtlasTCG.com and see all the other amazing trading card game products they have there to offer.
The Shuffle Squad is partnered with PTCGO Store to provide our community with the best access to Pokemon TCG codes. They have codes available 24/7, instant email delivery, and you can save 5% off by using code TSS5. If you're a YouTube member or Patreon supporter, you'll have access to a special code that gets you 10% off. So what are you waiting for? Use code TSS5 today and save 5% on your next order of codes on any codes available at PTCGOstore.com.
This video is sponsored by PokeXWord.com, the best place to get your fill of Pokemon-inspired puzzles. New puzzles are posted every Sunday, and it's a great way to disconnect and have some fun. Not only that, but they also host monthly giveaways on their channel. I personally complete these puzzles every week and can honestly say that they're pretty challenging. They've recently added a puzzle with flavor text only, which is a ton of fun. Be sure to follow PokeXWord on Twitter to get notified when new puzzles are posted and when their giveaways are live.
Check out the Late Night Series Season 6, brought to you by myself, Zach Lesage, and the Shuffle Squad. We're going to be running a bunch of sick events for the Pokemon community, and they start on August 30th. So one thing you might be noticing here is that there's an EU time and an NA time. We have one at 12 p.m. Eastern, which works out to about 5 p.m. in London. And then we have one at 7 p.m. Eastern, which should help out a lot of players on the West Coast play in this event. That being said, we still have a lot of cool things going on. Expect similar prizing that we've had for other Late Night Series events. Expect better staffing, expect better tournament experiences, and of course we do have a stream going up for this season as well, and I will be streaming the event on Twitch. That being said, we have the whole season up on the Play Limitless website. Late Night 51 all the way through 70 runs until we hit the Invitational on November 5th. So check that out, sign up today, and support Zach Lesage Events and the Shuffle Squad. See you there.
The Shuffle Squad is an organization focused on bringing light to the Pokemon community. We love everything that there is to do with Pokemon, and we hope that you do too. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, following us, and commenting on this video to let us know what you'd like to see in the next video on the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video in its entirety, and we hope to see you next time.